But now we catch up on tomorrow's weather from Michael Fish.
Good evening to you. Well, as I promised you at lunchtime, in a minute I'll be giving you the update of the farming forecast, which incidentally is a pretty wintry tale. The sort of change is taking place at the moment. As a matter of fact, we have this quite deep area of low pressure lying just to the west of the country. Frontal systems pushing up from the southwest. They're bringing a good deal of cloud and rain along. But as that area of low pressure moves across the south and then out east of us, so it's going to introduce very much colder weather, cold northeasterly winds. But let's have a look at the rainfall pattern as it is at the moment. A great mass of rain you see over the country. Let's have a closer look. So it's not very clear from that. We're not very clear from this one either. But the area of low pressure is lurking down here to the southwest. Rain or even sleet or snow scattered about just about everywhere. And if we run the sequence for the next 24 hours, you can just about see the area of low pressure making its way across the south there. A lot of rain around to begin with, and it takes a long time actually for that rain to clear on out of the way. But eventually, you see by the end of tomorrow, the way the winds are now coming in from the northeast, and a hint that as that low moves even further away, so we're going to get into very much colder weather. As far as tonight's concerned, well, already for the southern half of the country, the worst of the rain is over. There will be some scattered showers, but there'll be some drier and clearer intervals as well. But for the north, northern England, southern Scotland, Northern Ireland, a good deal of cloud. Further outbreaks of rain and sleet, some snow even in places, but most of the snow is over the hills. But having said that, on the Pennines and the southern uplands, there could be some quite heavy falls of snow, and that snow will be drifting because it is going to be very windy. Temperatures in most places holding just above freezing, but a chilly night nevertheless. Touch of frost perhaps in some sheltered parts there in the northwest. Tomorrow, well, just about everything I think going to be thrown at us tomorrow. There will be some drier and brighter intervals admittedly, but I think most places will be cloudy, and there'll be outbreaks of rain, some quite heavy rain in places, hail and thunder, and in the more northern parts once again there will be some sleet and snow, but this snow chiefly on the hills where you could find some further quite heavy falls. If you're looking for the best of the weather, the brightest of the weather, then that's to be found I think in that more sheltered part of western Scotland. Now temperatures actually are around about the normal for the time of year, 7 Celsius being 45 Fahrenheit, but it is going to be a very windy day, so I think probably it's going to feel rather on the cold side. And certainly when we get to the outlook for the weekend and beyond, the emphasis is most certainly on cold weather. The area of low pressure, as I was saying a while ago, edging away to the east of us, these northeasterly winds coming in, and in fact to begin with there may well be a fair amount of sleet and snow, more especially in the more northern areas, but as time goes on and the area of low pressure moves on out of the way, so we're just going to be left with some snow showers I think in southeastern parts, pressure rising across the rest of the country, so that during the weekend it will dry out, it'll become a good deal brighter as well, but of course with skies clearing we will have some really sharp frosts around night and morning. There is a frontal system out to the west there, that's going to edge in very, very slowly over the weekend, but it's never going to get very far. In fact, it's going to fizzle out as it comes and eventually probably slip away into the continent. But it does mean to say that western parts over the weekend may well become cloudy with some outbreaks of rain and sleet and some snow on the hills. But right throughout the weekend, once we've got rid of the snow showers in the southeast, so the eastern half of the country having a good deal of dry and bright weather, but there will be those really sharp frosts around night and morning. Well, let's come back now with a brief resume on tomorrow's weather, which is a mixture of sort of rain and showers in just about all parts, a little bit of brightness here and there, some snow to be found on the hills in the north. That's all for now. A very good evening to you.